Hello students, once again welcome back to English Literature Classroom. Today I am going to teach chapter 23 from the book The First Christmas, okay, from the book New Radiant Reader, okay. And the name of the chapter is The First Christmas Part 1. Now students, you all know when is Christmas celebrated, okay. Christmas is celebrated on 25th December. It's the birthday of Jesus Christ. Now in this story we are going to read about the day or the time when Jesus was born. Clear? Let me start line to line explanation. Here are two of the best known passages from the Bible, each telling its own part of famous story. Now, when was Jesus born in Bethlehem of Judea? Okay, Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea in the days of Herod the king. At that time, who was the king when Jesus was born? Okay, the king was Herod. And now, when Jesus was born, three wise men came from the east to Jerusalem. Now, these three wise men, okay, they were asking the people, where is that is born king of the Jew? I mean, where is that baby boy born who is going to become the king of the Jew? For we have seen his star in the east. And what have these three wise men seen? Star in the east. And therefore, they have come from the east to Jerusalem to worship baby Jesus. When Herod the king had heard this, when Herod came to know that a baby boy was born who is going to become the king of the Jews, he became very troubled. Okay? And all Jerusalem became troubled. And when he had gathered, he means Herod, okay, King Herod, he had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together. Okay? What did Herod do? He had gathered all the chief priests and scribes of the people together and he wanted to know from them where Christ should be born. They said, they means the priests and the scribes, okay? They said that in Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it is written by the prophet. Now let's see the question. Who was Herod? Answer, Herod was the king of Judea when Jesus was born. Let's continue. And thou, Bethlehem in the land of Judah, are not least among the princes of Judah, for out of thee shall come a governor that shall rule my people Israel. Now, according to Herod, my people, my men is going to rule this Israel, not a newborn baby. Okay? Not a newborn baby or any others. My people is going to rule. Okay? This is the feeling of Herod. This is the thought of Herod. Then, Herod, when he had privately called the wise men, what did Herod do? He privately called the three wise men and inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. Okay? And from these three wise men, he inquired that at what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem. Then Herod sent these three men to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. Go and search very carefully this young boy. Not young boy, young child. Okay, that is baby Jesus. And find him out. And after finding him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. Okay, now what did Herod do? That you bring me word, okay, so that I can also worship that boy. When they heard the king, they departed. After hearing all this from king, these three men departed. Lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them. Look, the star went before them, and these three men followed the star till it came and stood over where the young child was. And the star came and stopped where Jesus was born, the place where Jesus was born. Okay? Let's see the question. Where was Jesus born? Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Let's continue. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding joy. Now, when these three men saw the star, they rejoiced. Okay? And when they came into the house, they saw the young child. After getting inside the house, they saw the young child with Mother Mary. Now these three men, they fell down and worshipped him. Okay, they fell down and worshipped that baby boy Jesus. And then they opened their treasures and gifted to that baby boy. What were the gifts? Gold, frankincense and myrrh. Clear? And being warned of God in a dream. Now, these three wise men had seen a dream. And in this dream, they had got a warning from God that they should not return to Herod. They should not tell anything to Herod because Herod is not a good person. So, these three men without telling anything to Herod, they departed into their own country. Okay, and they departed through another way, not by the same way through which they came. Because if they would depart from that way, then Herod, they would see Herod and they have to tell everything to Herod. So they departed from another way. Clear? Let's see the question. From where did the wise men come? The wise men come from the east to Jerusalem. Okay, now this is the question. Sorry, this is the story of Christmas. Okay, that is part 1. Part 2 I am going to upload in my next video. Let's see the question answer. What treasures did the wise men bring for Jesus? Answer. The wise men brought, look, the wise men is not typed here. Okay, it's typing mistakes, just ignore. The wise men, there should be men here. Okay, the wise men brought gold, frankincense and myrrh for Jesus. Next question. Why was Herod troubled? Answer. When Herod the king had come to know that 3 wise men from the east wanted to know where the king of the Jews was born, and they had come to worship the baby who would become the king of the Jews. These words by the 3 wise men made Herod trouble. Next question. What is frankincense? It is aromatic resin used in incense. Now what is incense? It is agarbatti. Okay, in Hindi it is agarbatti and perfume. Why did Herod gather all the chief priests and scribes? Answer. Herod gathered all the chief priests and scribes because he wanted to know from them where Christ should be born. Next question. What is myrrh? It is used in fragrance. I have just told you the meaning of incense. Okay, it is used in fragrance, in incense and food beverage. My last question is, how far were the wise men successful in their search? Answer. The wise men were totally successful in the search. Following the star, they reached the house where baby Jesus was born. Okay, up to this much. With this, I am concluding this video. In my next video, I am going to bring something new. Until then, goodbye.